How did y'all meet?
Basketball game
Oh,
at South Georgia College. I was in high school and he was in his first year.
First quarter is college.
And he passed by and we caught each other's eye. And
I'm about to step in your foot, I believe.
yeah, you came very close. And then that's how we met at a basketball game. So we've been together about 50 years.
Okay.
No, over 50 years.
Over 50 years. Same person.
Amen. Okay. All right. Let me see. What did y'all go to college for?
I was a nursing major. We would go to the library and just look at each other. He would open his book and I'd try to study. We'd go to the library and just look at each other.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to all who are watching. My name is Jalen Henry. I'm a recent graduate of Yale University, and I am from Tallahassee, Florida. For the next few weeks, I'm going to be presenting some oral history interviews, conversations, and other perspectives that are meant to help you learn a little bit more about Black history. I hope you laugh. You may want to cry. But above all, I hope you learn something. Enjoy.
Okay. Welcome everybody to another installment. Today I'm here with my grandparents, Gervin Robertson and Beverly Robertson. They are South Georgia natives, and we're here to hear their stories today. All right. So I didn't prepare the questions for y'all because this is very impromptu. I didn't think about this before I came. But I think we should start off with, where are you both from?
Blackshear, Georgia.
And I'm from Douglas, Georgia.
Okay.
Population of probably 35,000.
County, that's the county population. Not
The
city.
county, Douglas, Georgia, Coffee County. Population about 35,000.
Okay.
Blackshear, Pierce County. The city of Blackshear probably has 2,500, 3,000 at most. County probably 12, 13,000.
Okay. What part of Georgia would y'all consider this in?
Southeast Georgia.
Okay. All right. And what things would you say Southeast Georgia are known for?
Timber time, open looking swamp, cotton.
Farming.
Okay. All right. What's turpentine?
Timber time is a sap that comes from the pine tree. It's used for, the rosin is used for so many things, glue, medicine, just a host of things. It's probably not used as much now as it used to, but it is traditionally you have to skin the tree and the sap runs out into a cup, and then it's processed. I think now there's other methods of collecting the turpentine from the tree, and
Okay. And what other things are farmed in Coffee County or in South Georgia?
Vegetables, pecans.
Okay.
Pecans and peanuts.
Okay.
Peanuts are probably the number one crop grown in South Georgia.
Okay.
Peanuts like Jimmy Carter's Plains.
Okay.
Peanuts.
Okay. Okay.
and
Good.
cotton
Yeah.
is the king still.
Okay. Agreed. Okay. All right. Can you tell me what did y'all do for? How old are y'all, and what did y'all do for work in your years of working?
I am 70 years old. I have a variety number of jobs. I graduated from college, Valdosta State, 1975. Then end of 19, I graduated in August 75, December 75. I went to work with the Georgia Department of Corrections, did that for 12 years. And I worked as a substance abuse counselor for a couple of years, but in between substance abuse counseling, I opened a restaurant in 86 and did that for a couple of years, and then I became a substance abuse counselor for a couple of years. And after that, I transferred to also with the state as a social worker. And all this is in Southeast Georgia. Waycross, Blackshear, Hazehurst, Douglas, Brunswick. Those areas I worked. And my final job was maintenance with Walmart distribution.
Okay. What about you, Grandma?
I started out as a nurse, a registered nurse. Graduated from nursing school in 1973. I worked 34 years as a public health nurse. I was the first black RN in Ware County Public Health, and I started in 1976.
Okay.
And also, I was the first black women's health nurse practitioner in Ware County in 1981. And then I developed the school health nursing program for our Southeast Health Unit, which encompasses 16 counties. They did that. Then I moved up to nursing director for 16 counties.
Okay.
Then I did that, and then I did some health promotion programs, help get city ordinances for non-smoking cities, smoke-free communities in Coffee County and Bullock County. Did that. Did smoking cessation. And the last part of my career, I did. I was, like I say, nursing director.
Okay. Did you include Chief Hill?
Oh, exactly. I forgot that. I did adolescent health. I ran an adolescent health clinic that provided contraceptive services and STD services to adolescents.
Daisy concept, you started, didn't you?
Well, that was adolescent services.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. So let me ask y'all this: how did y'all meet?
Basketball game.
Oh.
South Georgia College.
At South Georgia College. I was in high school and he was in his first year.
First quarter of college.
And he passed. I was sitting on the bench in the stadium, in the gym, and he passed by, and we caught each other's eye. And
I'm about to step in your foot, I believe.
yeah, you came very close, and then that's how we met at a basketball game.
Okay.
And we've been together for 47, 48.
Married for 47.
Married for
And
47.
dated 4.5 years before we got married.
So we've been together about 50 years.
Okay.
No, over 50 years.
Over 50 years. Same person.
Amen. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see. What did y'all go to college for?
I was a nursing major.
Okay.
And my associate in nursing was my first health degree. And he was
I'll do my own.
okay. I had to study.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to study.
Oh.
We would go to the library and just look at each other. He would open his book and I'd try to study. We'd go to the library and just look at each other. But I had to study to pass.
You sound like you weren't studying either. Okay, that's all right. Okay.
My major was criminal justice / sociology, political science. And I graduated from South Georgia with an associate degree in criminal justice and graduated from Ball State with a BS in sociology, criminal justice. And I did graduate work, gerontology and social psychology. As far as studying, I was born social work in the way out because that's my lifestyle. And I'm a people person, so therefore sociology, psychology, the social sciences came easy to me. And I hear something I can retain it. So therefore that was a good major. And financially it wasn't that great because during that time social workers and I was the first black probation officer in Southeast Georgia. And doing that, I reckon the money was good in a way, but it really was not that great considering. But then again, for me, if you're fresh out of college, it was a good living. And as far as work, as far as other aspects of academic life, I studied. I got a master's in Christian counseling, and that was interesting. And My wife has always been my my best friend and my number one supporter. My mom died when I was 19.
What was the name?
Beulah Harris Robertson, and she had just turned 50, and I was almost turning 19. And I've had plenty of girlfriends in my lifetime, but my wife is the only female my mom ever approved of. And they both were born on the same day, January 15th.
Okay. Let me ask you about this. So, I know y'all have been on a lot of travels. Can you tell me what one of each of your favorite trips has been?
We took a cross country trip from Georgia to Alaska.
How'd you do it?
An RV, Class C RV. Took us about 3 weeks to get out there. We stayed about 3 weeks and came home. It was awesome.
Because I know y'all. What did you do when you got to Alaska?
Well, we went on tours. We went fishing.
Caught plenty of big fish.
Caught salmon. No, we tried to catch. We weren't
caught some.
successful. We caught halibuts.
And we caught some too.
Yes, that's a lot harder than it looks and it appears. But that's our favorite trip.
Your favorite trip?
My favorite trip. We've been to 48 out of 50 states. The only two states we have not been to is Utah and North Dakota. And we've been to Hawaii, St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, Aruba, Jamaica,
Bahamas,
Cayman Islands, Bahamas, and Cancun, St. John, Cancun, Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and
so what's Mexico?
There's one more in Mexico.
Okay. What about your favorite trip?
My favorite trip was when I had the opportunity to beat up my 2 older grandsons. That was, we took a 3-4 week, well, I think maybe 3.5 week trip from South Georgia to Los Angeles in the RV. And we stopped everywhere in between. It was a good 3-4 week trip.
So did you go straight to Los Angeles?
No, we stopped everywhere.
Where's everywhere?
Okay, our first stop was Memphis.
Okay.
And we stayed on Beale Street in the RV. We parked, and they would allow us to stay all night. And then me and the boys and mom, we really enjoyed the street because we saw all type of activities and we had all kind of food. It was a great adventure. And then at that morning, when we got up next morning, we went to church. What was the name of the church, baby?
Church of God. Church of God.
Church of God in Christ. What the person's name was?
Can't remember.
Okay.
G.E. Patterson.
We went to G.E. Patterson Church in Memphis, and that was grand. And then after we left there, we messed around and got was it Chicago?
We went
St.
to
Louis, Chicago.
What was the site of
Our next stop was
in Memphis. We went to the
Lorraine Hotel.
Yeah, we went to Lorraine.
Lorraine Hotel.
And doing all these, we did a lot of sightseeing everywhere we went. But if Jalen want me to, that's all he want me to. And they give different spots that we stopped.
Graceland, we went to Graceland.
We went to Graceland while we went there.
Graceland RV Park, did that.
We went up to what was it in South Dakota, not Mount Rushmore, the other one.
Yes, it was. We went to Rock.
We went to Grand
We went to
Yellowstone.
No, yeah, we went to Yellowstone and we also went to something horse.
we went to White Horse.
Custer. The name of that group. Ooh,
the battle Custer lost to.
Yeah.
Custer and the other, what man Indian name?
I remember what.
Okay, well,
the Native American. Yes.
But name of the park was
Was it running? It wasn't Running Horse.
No, it was some horse.
Okay, that's fine. We'll figure.
Crazy Horse.
Crazy Horse. Good job.
Yes,
Crazy Horse.
Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, and then we went to Yellowstone.
Yes, we did.
We went to Yellowstone first. On our way.
So we went to Yellowstone way back.
No, you ain't gonna know. We went to Yellowstone first.
Then
with the
It doesn't matter. We went to
but
Mount Rushmore and Yellowstone. We saw the geysers. We saw the buffalo.
Mm-hmm. We saw snow in July.
Snow and Father's Day.
But though
They
after
stole the
Memphis,
ground.
but no, after Memphis, we stopped in Chicago.
Yeah, we did.
We spent the night in Chicago. It was great. It was great.
Chicago pizza,
Yeah,
best
we did.
in America.
When we left Chicago, we stopped at the Lake
Wisconsin
Dells,
Dale,
and
the best theme park in America. So
Oh, yeah, you stretching.
well, that's what they said on the Travel
That is
Channel.
what it said. Okay.
That's how we know how to get there.
That's true. That's true.
That's what they
and after
say.
we left Wisconsin Dale, we were heading towards Washington State, and between Wisconsin Dale and Seattle. Where did we stop?
No, that wasn't true. But they didn't go with us on to
They did
Seattle.
go to Seattle with
We
us.
did go
We
to Seattle,
did go to
yeah.
Seattle.
Okay.
I thought that's why we went to Yellowstone.
No,
No.
Yellowstone before Seattle.
We also went to Vancouver. Also,
Okay, we got Seattle after that.
Yeah.
Okay, now did we stop anywhere between Seattle and Wisconsin Dale? The
We
state.
went Wisconsin Dale.
I
then
believe we
went
stopped.
to-
Did we go
we
to
went
did we
Chicago.
go to Indian Reservation?
Chicago.
Did we go to
Yeah,
Indian
that was another
Reservation?
trip. That was another trip.
No, that
We
was
didn't go-
another trip. That was one about North to
Okay,
South
okay.
trip.
So maybe we just we went from Wisconsin Dale on
to Chicago.
no, Chicago to Wisconsin Dale.
We went from Wisconsin Dells to Chicago to
No.
Montana.
Chicago is before Wisconsin Dale.
I mean, I'm sorry. We went from Chicago, Wisconsin Dells, and we went South
Oh,
Dakota to Montana.
while at Wisconsin Dale, did you go to did we stop by the motorcycle place?
No,
That
was another trip.
another trip.
went Wisconsin Dale. Then went to Chicago.
No,
Then-
Chicago before that, baby.
But then we went to
Washington.
Oregon. We went to
Washington,
Oregon.
okay, Washington State first. We stopped
Washington.
at Seattle, and from Seattle we enjoyed the sights of Seattle, and then we went to Vancouver. From Seattle, and where we had a grand opportunity to be what they do to us.
Stop it.
I went the wrong way. So therefore,
We got stopped by
You
the
got detained by
Canadian. We got the Canadian.
so therefore the Canadian what the people call
Border Patrol.
Border
we had to
Patrol.
deal with that, and we went on into Vancouver, and then came back to Seattle, and we left Seattle, and we went to Oregon coast.
That was beautiful.
You know,
Oregon coast is beautiful.
But I think before we got to Seattle and Portland, Oregon, we had a flat tire. So therefore we had to get tire fixed and all that good stuff. And then we went to Oregon coast, which was we had an opportunity to see the biggest trees in the world.
Redwood Forest.
And all that was all great. And as we went traveled the Oregon coast, we saw the rock islands between Oregon and California, which is all terrific. And on our way, when we got to California, our first stop in California was San Francisco. We stayed in San Francisco a couple of days, and 3-4 days, and enjoyed it thoroughly, the sights, and then went from San Francisco to Oakland, and all that was grandioso. And after we left the Bay Area, we went to Los Angeles. Woo! And with the Los Angeles experience was another grand experience because we have relatives there, and so we stayed a couple of days, and we took the boys to see. At the time, Jalen was how old, Jalen, probably
15, 14.
Okay.
Probably 14.
Probably 14 or 15, and his older cousin Traven was a couple years older than him. You might have been a little younger than that, Jalen. Because I don't think Traven wasn't smelling this stuff too much then.
We went to the studio, Hollywood
Universal Studios.
Universal Studio. We saw some of the where they filmed some of the daytime shows.
And we thoroughly enjoyed it. And from there, we had the grand experience of going to Las Vegas after we left Los Angeles.
What we doing in Las Vegas?
I gambled and you while you watched, you may gamble a little bit. But the boys, they really enjoyed themselves.
They kept telling them, stand back, don't get too close to the
because
slot
now
machine.
in Las Vegas, there's a place for teenagers, kids, games and stuff. I don't think they'll know when they're gambling, but simply it was great entertainment. And
we went to a show,
yes,
Las Vegas show. We did that.
and Las Vegas, that was a grand experience for us. And we left Los Angeles, and then we went to Phoenix, where Jalen's godmama lives, and that was another grand experience.
It was
for them.
hot.
Oh yeah,
Hot. Phoenix is hot.
The road runners were doing their thing, and we stayed in Phoenix a day or two, and then we left Phoenix, coming south now. Then we had the opportunity to get to old Texas, and we had another flat tire. but it was a good experience and everything. But we have AAA, so therefore, that type of stuff don't aggravate us.
I was driving in Texas.
And my wife drove in Texas. Yes,
I
she
drove
did.
in Texas.
While arrested.
And they said, trucks do not drive in the left lane or right lane.
Left lane. Mm-hmm.
Left lane. And I said, I'm not moving over because it's hard to get back
Y'all
in your lane.
That's not grand. That's not grand. But Jalen and Grandma, they taking over, so y'all finish it. But now that was my grand trip.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So let me ask you this. Those were two amazing grand trips. Okay. Now let me take it back to Georgia. Okay. What would you say your most memorable experience working in Georgia was?
Working in Georgia?
Working.
Positive or negative memorable?
Whatever one is most memorable. It might be a big shit, but that's okay.
My most memorable experience is that when I interviewed for the RN position as a public health nurse in Ware County, they never had a public health nurse, a black public health nurse, and I actually got the job.
That's amazing. And I know you said you were also in the first class to integrate your elementary school or middle school?
Elementary school. It was 3 of us, and all three of us, our parents were teachers, our moms and dads were teachers, teachers' children, and we were the first to integrate the elementary school. Rodriguez Harrell, Alfreda Joe Barnes, and Diane Robertson. We were the 3.
Amen.
It was, and that, there wasn't any hostility, but there was no, what would happen, you would go to school, the teachers treated you, with dignity and respect. Your peers would not speak to you at all during the school day. They would not make eye contact with you. They would not speak to you at all. So you were at school all day long without having, because it was 3 of us, and we were all in different classrooms, so there was no one to talk to at school. But, however, I've had my 50th class reunion about 2 weeks ago, and some of those that were in my 6th grade class, I saw again, and we remembered each other. We had casual conversation. There was no hostility, no fighting. I guess so. It was unusual because you had a choice. You were given a choice to go to integrate the schools, and our parents decided we would go.
Okay.
Since you're on that particular topic now, and I'll come back to my most memorable experience as far as work is concerned. 1969 was when mass immigration came about in the South. I was going to the 11th grade, and so therefore me and all my classmates and other school officials, all the black and white schools combined, and there was no mass. There was a slight problem, but no problem much because me and my boys, we was all right. And as far as black is concerned,
what does that mean? All right.
Hey, we didn't take no, we didn't give it. Now we took it.
Okay, I guess that's enough of that.
But then again, it was okay. We did what we were supposed to do, and we were great athletes. So therefore, there was no major problems. And but now as far as school is concerned, to this day I have black and white friends that were close, dear to my heart. Matter of fact, most of them about dead. But I love them dearly because I'm talking about some of my best friends from that time that sticks to my heart real close because it was Blacksville was a small town. It was a close knit community, and everything was okay. I have no as far as prejudice. There was a lot of prejudice there all around, but just personally, I've never had to go to the back door. I mean, at school there was no problems. I don't remember being called the N-word at no point in time. Really, boys be boys, but there was no major problems with that.
I want to say I was a senior in high school, and I was considered to be on. I was on the homecoming. I had to be voted on the homecoming court, and the band was going to play Dixie. And me and my friend and my cousin Rodriguez Harrell, we went to the principal's office and we said, I said, I will not go out on the court if the band plays Dixie. And they didn't play it.
Yeah. Now my most
We never told, we didn't make a big deal about it, but we just took a position. Not do it. Will not do it.
Understood.
Now, as far as my most memorable work experience was my ownership of a restaurant. I built, and my wife and I, when we owned a restaurant where I worked at least 20 hours a day. And, my wife said, you just threw money away, but then again, I disagree with her. They didn't make a lot of money, but then again, we survived pretty good. But that was my most memorable work experience because I enjoyed the service of because that was in 1986, 87.
A lot of hard work. Entrepreneurship is there's advantages, but it is difficult to make.
But as far as physical
Profit.
property, we've never lost nothing. We still own all properties, especially then we still own the restaurant building. We no longer, if we chose to, we could have a restaurant there. But we already got, presently we got we're a licensed dry goods store owner. But then again, now, we at my age, work don't excite us no more.
It's all right. Okay.
But
that's
that,
all right.
but that's my most memorable work experience because it was extremely hard. And but then again, I do it for myself, and we was fortunate enough to pay for our building, and then we didn't like I said didn't make no money amount or nothing, but we paid our bills as a result of it,
We've been entrepreneurs. We've had at least 3 businesses.
We had a jewelry business.
We had a women's boutique.
We got it to now.
And we have a women's boutique.
We had a car lot.
We have a used car lot. We had a personal care home and a tax business.
And which is what I do right now. It was the only business we really made money at.
Yes.
That's all right. Okay, let me think about this. Let's say, what is some of your favorite memories with your parents and your siblings? And also, how many siblings do each of you have?
Favorite memory. I have one living brother now who's 9 years younger, 9 years older than me, and I have a sister who's who's 12, almost 13 years older than me, and a brother who died at the age of 28 from back injury complications and everything, and he's 43, 10 years older than me, and I was my mama's baby by 9 years, so therefore they all, they have a hand in raising me, which they probably did because mom and dad had to work. Mom worked 2 jobs most of the time. And as far as siblings, shoot. My sister, I enjoyed. Now my older brother, he was hard. He taught me how to drive. He taught me how to get my license. As far as he was a rascal when it came down to instructions. He didn't cut me no slack, and I understand why now. But he loved me because he got his back broken 66 out of 13. So therefore, I had to kind of be his caretaker, not really. My mom worked, and I was old enough to drive and stuff. So he was ramrod. He like go everywhere, do all kinds of stuff. He wilder than me. So therefore, I had to be with him all the time. But he was a good brother. And he shoot, a lot of information he gave me. I appreciate it to the day because he knew a lot of things. But now, as for siblings, the older I got, the older my siblings got, the closer we got. And shoot, now my sister, like I said, she thought she was my mama, and it was nothing but a joy to really have her as a sister, mama / almost. And she was very, very close with my wife. They got that's the best. That's really and truly the best relationship other than her sister that I've known my wife to ever have. With somebody else, and that was kind of unusual because both of them, my wife and my sister, both were very, they were opinionated and set in their own ways. But they really, really got along and made me feel real good that because a lot of times that type of relationship could be kind of volatile. But now that sister of mine, she really was like a mama. And my older brother who's 9 years older than me, the older we get, the closer we get. and God couldn't give me a better big brother. And I talk to him pretty much 3-4 times a week, and it is a joy. And that's where siblings concerned. But now that sister of mine had a daughter who's 6 years younger than me, and so therefore my mama and daddy raised her just like the rest of us. So therefore she's in her own way. She considers her as the baby. In which it is in her own way. But that is my siblings, and I thank God for having wonderful parents and wonderful siblings. Because my mom and daddy, when they stayed together, they was good until each one of them died. When mama died, daddy remarried, but then again, I had both of them until they died. So I thank God for that, because I know the value of having parents. And they did just what parents supposed to do, as far as I'm concerned, as far as my siblings concerned. That's why I say, especially in Blackshear, I had no problem, because I had parents and I had people that had my back and who trained me in the church, trained me to love the Lord. And so as siblings, hey, they was trained. My parents did that for them too. So therefore, nothing but a plus.
Okay, I have one sibling, and I'm 10 years older than she is. And my memories and our family, we would, my mama's side of the family, we would have a family reunion every August, the third weekend in August. And I have family in Philadelphia, and all the family from Philadelphia and Douglas, Georgia, would get together, and we'd have a family reunion. So that's some of my fondest memories.
And her family, her uncles and aunts treated me. My mother had siblings, so the aunt, I knew what the aunt was like. I knew what uncles were like. And my wife's family, her uncles treated me just like a nephew, just like my uncles would treat me. And her aunts treated me just like a nephew, just like my aunt would treat me. And it was genuine. And I appreciate that, and I got to know them all. They all got to know me. We all had a great relationship. And to this day, Diane's mama and daddy, when we moved back to Douglas in 2000, and they both had become elderly. And we I think for the opportunity to have help give them the dignity and the care in their latter years that they deserved. And I'm glad they have assisted in that.
Okay.
Now, speaking from that standpoint, Diane also, my dad died, he was 63, and we had been married roughly, 12 years? We got married 9 years. And Diane, my wife, and my kids, Jalen's mother, and all my kids. He was a great granddaddy. He was a wonderful granddaddy. And she was very supportive in all the endowments that came about in my family. Be it we lived in Blackshear, our first 19 years of marriage, and so the first 20, how much more than that, wasn't it? 21, 2 or 3 years.
She came to the house every day. Every day.
And Diane was a plus. She was a major plus for me and my family. She accepted Blackshear, and Blackshear accepted her. And it was a major plus. And then in 2000, we moved back to Douglas with her, and it has been a great experience.
Okay.
We're both retired now, and we used to do, before we retired, like I say, we traveled internationally and
all over the state.
In the U.S. Now, one of the things, I had a major aneurysm. Now, one of the things they call it LOL, loss of opportunities. And that's one of the things that I miss is the ability. We did a lot of traveling, and that I still miss that. So in this coming year, we plan to begin to, since now I am ambulatory. Mm-hmm. It is our plan to start traveling again. However, our fondest traveling, I think, was we were, as my son-in-law said, he didn't know any black people that did camping.
Tell me when we went to Davidson. When you went to
Yes, we've done tent camping. We've done travel trailer camping. We've done motor coach camping, Class C motor coach, and we did all of that.
Fifth wheel.
And no, we never had a fifth wheel. We had a Class C and a travel trailer. So I missed that opportunity because I love camping. And we were camp hosts. We were like Walmart.
Pisgah Forest in the hills of North Carolina.
So we camped and we
Davidson River.
and we hiked.
Where Jalen had an opportunity to what you did, everything.
Streams ran through the campground. And that was something.
Every year we were camp hosts. We started at Lord.
Yeah, we camp hosts.
We could camp over at Pisgah Forest, Davidson River. That's a federal. It's a federal campsite. You know, good. We enjoyed it. Every year we look forward to going. And we stayed 2 a week, a month. How long we stayed? Months.
Yeah.
Month time.
When we first started camping in 1992. We would go to, now this is what I can say, at every the campsites we've ever gone to across America, we have never been treated disrespectful. Never.
Campers are the greatest people you want to know.
We've never been treated disrespectful. And we've camped from Georgia
to Alaska.
Alaska,
that's right. Alaska, California, that's right.
We've never been disrespected. And we was occasionally, this is an inside joke, occasionally we'd see some black people and we'd say, that's the purple people. That's some purple people over there. We would occasionally. Like, you know, you wouldn't see many, but occasionally we'd see some black people. We'd say, that's a purple person.
Can you tell me about, y'all did something very special y'all brought me into when we did a bike ride across Georgia.
Oh, yes.
We'll do that. Let me get, okay. Our first camping tour was, we never had, we had a travel trailer. Our first camping tour was from Blackshear to Los Angeles. Never camped, never pulled the trailer before. That we got broke in from going to our 2 daughters, Jalen's mother and her sister. My wife and I, we pulled the camper all the way from Blackshear to Los Angeles, and that was a great experience. Now back riding. My wife, she's not, supposedly she was not an outdoor person. I'm the jock. I'm not the person supposedly, but she got into the back riding, so we got into the back riding, and
we were in New York State. We were on our way to New York City, and we saw a group of people riding bicycles, all ages. I mean, because we were in our 40s then.
No, you think we're that low? Okay.
Maybe 35, 40. And I told Governor, I told Governor, I said, we can do that. And I didn't even play outside. When I was coming up, I didn't play outside, period. I stayed inside, watched TV, and go to my friend's house, Kay, and watch her play with her baby dolls.
She grew up on the concrete. I grew up in the woods.
Yes, I told him we had concrete sidewalks. I didn't play outside. Then I thought, and then we went to and so that was the bicycle riding.
What was the race? What was the race like? What would you go from one place to the other?
There was no race. It was just riding.
Right,
Okay.
It's not a
It
race.
was just a tour. It was a tour.
Okay.
It would last 7 days.
Okay.
And you do about 60 miles a day.
From North Georgia to South Georgia. South Georgia, North
We
Georgia.
went from Atlanta to Brunswick and from Augusta to Atlanta. You do about 60 miles a day. And some people would stay in the hotel at night, but we would stay.
Most people.
We did the economic way. We stayed in the school. You take your tent and you lay on the floor in the schools. You go to a town and they'd have the school open and you stay there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning you get up and then you buy your breakfast at the place they'd have breakfast, and you ride another 60 miles. You go another day. We never had to. I guess we did it we had to be sagged in one time.
That means they pick you up. Somebody come pick you up.
And it wasn't because we couldn't complete it. It was because he had a flat tire on his bicycle.
Jalen and that older cousin Traven, they participate in that with us also. The younger grandchildren, they missed out.
We went from
He rode a little car.
He rode a little car. We pulled him one time.
We went from Douglas to Athens one time, and then the other time we went from
down to Brunswick.
Yes. So I mean,
and then from back down to Thomasville, we went to where we started long line where the
we did bicycle across Florida twice too.
Yeah, but we started just the one Georgia when we started down in Thomasville and went up to somewhere. Yeah, Brunswick, I believe, something like that.
I can't remember.
Columbus, Brunswick, that's what it was.
Okay, good.
But yeah, we did it Florida, back Florida a couple times.
And Blessed Coast, Georgia about 4. I mean, and most of actually, the only black riders that we actually saw on Basset Cross, Georgia, there was a black cycling club out of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And they were young and thin and good riders. We were middle-aged, chunky, trying to get to the end.
With bad knees.
Yes, yes.
But we had good bicycles.
We had good bicycles. They never had to come pick us up off the side of the road.
Okay.
One day it was so hot, people were falling out, passing out like flies. They were having to sag people in because they were pushing themselves too hard.
And our children, in the latter year, our children, everywhere we went, we carried our bicycles. Because, like we ride in Tallahassee, ride in North Carolina. We go anywhere we went, we got along because it was always, you could see more and do more on the bicycle.
We go to Louisiana,
New Orleans, all states, everywhere we went.
D.C.
We had attachments on our vehicle to carry our bicycles. So definitely we carried our bicycle everywhere we went. And enjoyed it because you while you're in the hotel or where you are, you go get to your bicycle and ride those different sites and terrific.
Okay. Can you tell me about? Let's see. Can you? First of all, it's two things I want to ask. One, y'all been married for 50 years. Well, let me say 47.
Over 50, okay.
Y'all been married what? 47 years.
Yeah, 47 exactly.
47 years. So one, how do you stay married for 47 years and counting? And also, the next question is, what piece of advice have you learned from other people that has helped you get through life?
As far as marriage is concerned, my wife done it because of God. When the Lord put you together, and the Lord put you together, and you got faith and you believe that and you see that, then you act upon that because that's the only way we could have successfully been married because we realized it was a God thing, it wasn't our thing. Because now, if it wasn't a God thing, she'd have been kicked me to the curb years ago because I earned that. But I knew it was a God thing, and you have to keep your hands in the Lord's hand, and you just believe in what the Word say. Then that's the only success to marriage. So for us now, because now. It's difficult and it's real difficult. Like for her, for me it was a pleasure because she was my friend, and I knew what I had, but in her, but then again I didn't appreciate it until I got older and realized what I had, and but as far as the other people, as far as most of my friends, most of them. The family, as far as the stick and the stand, you just gotta stick and stay. A lot of people stick and stay for the children relationship, which probably what she did in some ways. But then again, you gotta put God into it. You just gotta stick and stay because it will get better. Unless the abuse, neglect is too serious. Then but generally speaking, if you can tolerate it, you have to tolerate it because you took that vow. And that we took to that spouse and to God. So therefore you have to remember that.
I think you have to be particular about who you marry. My husband's a good man. He's got a good heart.
Yes, he does.
Just like all of us. He has some character defects and some flaws, but he's a good man. And now me, I'm a natural introvert. I'm not a people person. I get my energy from being alone. People sometimes causes anxiety and stress for me, too much external stimulation. People talking to me too much. But he loves to talk to people. So what kept us together, he's a good man. He's got a good heart. Actually, I'm a kinder, more sensitive person from being married to him because he's such a kind-hearted person. Because we're like chalk and cheese. I'm quiet and introverted, and he's loud and extroverted. He likes people, and I can be with people when necessary.
Now I think that's probably what really drew to her as a fact because we are opposite, and then the qualities I saw in her, because were those qualities that I knew was godly and that was meant for success. And like I said, my mom approved of her, and she was my best friend since I ain't gonna say day one, but since our relationship began.
My mom and daddy approved of him. This is what my mom would say. My mom would say, does he have a, we start dating, she say, does he have a mama and a daddy? That was her criteria. Does he have a mama and a daddy? And back then, I didn't think, well, what difference does it make? But as I grow older and I see the world we live in today, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. If at all possible, I would encourage people to consider a spouse that comes from a mom and dad. Doesn't make for a perfect arrangement, doesn't make automatic success, but they've had the opportunity to see how two adults can live together in harmony.
And now, as far as that's concerned, now she had grandparents, I had grandparents, and she's AME, I'm a Baptist, but culturally we're the same. As far as lifestyles, now I have a more liberal lifestyle. I grew up with a more, she grew up with a conservative lifestyle, but basically the same culture. And that meant a lot too now, because when there's a big difference in the beliefs and the culture, it might not seem
Same value system.
Yeah, same value system. It might not seem like it, but it makes a difference. So therefore, it's important that
not denomination, it's value system.
Yeah, I'm just talking about really that I mentioned that. But then again, it's very important that the Bible speaks of being evenly yoked. And that evenly yoked, because now she and I, like I said, we talking about two-parent families, and parents being what they are, firm parents, and ain't nobody perfect parents, but then again, like us, but then again, we had the same beliefs and the same goals, pretty much, from birth. And same lifestyle, because my parents has never been AFDC people. Her parents have never. We all been working class people, and all believing people be ownership the best of possible. And that has always been, that was part of our from birth. Grandparents, parents, and and we none of us got no money, never have, But then again, we got to be been the most blessed people in the world.
Okay, let me ask you about the piece of wisdom, or maybe the saying that is somebody told you, somebody taught you, and it has carried you a long way in life.
So much. Ooh, Lord, I can't name it all.
Just name one. You have to name, if you can think of one.
Faith. Just know difference. And if you're seeing things as it is, or having faith as those things that you can't see. And I say having faith in those things that you can't see, that and knowing it, and then learning it and accepting it. That piece of wisdom really grow with me, because that goes back to the Bible. It goes back to the beginning. The love. Those things. As far as those things you can't see, and me personally teaching that faith as it was given to you, and as you understand it, and then let it grow. Because faith is a thing, like they say, like that mustard seed. Now that's the most valuable piece of wisdom that I was given. But I've been given so many pieces of wisdom. But that one right there, it goes to the beginning. That's foundational.
I can tell you one of the things, valuable things I learned from my mama. She said, when you're on that job, you do what them people asked you to do. And that I took every job I had. If I was asked to do something, I did it. You do what, actually she said, you do what those white people asked you to do. That's what she said. You do what the white people asked you to do, and that's what I did. Okay. And I think that was a lesson that I that I took in my work world. And like you said, like he says, we've always been people of faith, so we always tried to do the right thing, treat people right, and in return, and like I said, in return, we benefited from working and doing people right and treating people right. So we're retired. We're old and disabled now.
One of my most cherished, as far as this whole thing is concerned, God gave us the opportunity to start caring for people, elderly people. We was in our 30s probably. You really, we received love, we gave our love back, and I bet you we've cared for and loved and showed love and received love. I'm talking about really cared for probably roughly 9, 10 people.
I don't think it's been that much. It's about 5.
Who else?
It was
It
was cousin Leona, Mama, Daddy,
Papa, Mama Hilton.
your brother,
Yeah.
and so
Daddy, Mama,
Yeah.
Papa, Mama Hilton.
yeah. So I ain't been to
And all of Miss Carol, all the people that around Black. Yeah, I
And that's the difference between that. Gerb would bring people home. He would go to church and he would bring people home. There was this one lady, this retired school teacher, that could not hear or see.
Willie, baby.
Oh, Mr. Willie.
Well, this goes back
That's
to
another one.
That's another one. Miss Carrie Duhart was a retired teacher. She could not see.
This song get about 9 to 10?
This is probably 10.
She could not see. Governor would go to church and he'd come home and bring Miss Carrie Duhart home for dinner out of surprise. He'd come home.
Mr. Willie.
And then we have a friend that's blind, was blind since birth, who's a college graduate. He has a master's from FAMU, albeit BS from Albany State, master from FAMU. And we've always been friends to him. And we saw him in the nursing home a month ago, and he said, "How did y'all find me?" He did. How did y'all find?
What about Willie Easton? That but everybody else.
Willie Easton, who was our friend who had that brain injury from the
Motorcycle hit
from
Vietnam, been to Vietnam 4 or 5 times.
So he was one of our friends that we gave attention to.
Gave everything to her.
Carol said she don't know why her family attracted all these people
Because
that
God,
needed
the Lord
attention.
allows to.
Because my husband has such a kind heart. He has such a kind heart that
It ain't been nothing but a blessing.
he extended his love to, like Carol said, all these strange people.
Hey, God give me a blessing, give away, and I give
These
it away.
strange people. He was, like I say, Willie Easton. That was he was a ranger in the army, and he had PTSD.
Everything else.
We had a building in Waycross that we had. He was a hoarder, and he put all his stuff in the building. Government have the
Somebody stealing now.
government didn't have the heart to kick him out the building.
Nope. I wasn't doing nothing with it.
So we've
But
always
you keep on going like I want me to. But you about 9 10. See?
9 or 10. Okay.
He's always had the heart.
Elizabeth, you know
Yeah, you forgot about Elizabeth. Yeah.
He's had the heart. He's had the heart for people to struggle now. He's had. And
hey, but it's been nothing but a blessing. It has been nothing but a blessing.
Goes back to Miss Carrie Duhart was the first
It's
one.
been nothing but a blessing.
Amen.
Bring her home.
And all the old people I'm like, Leo Marshall, all the other old women and stuff used to call me. They have no children, no stuff. They're going to call me because they're going to want me to do what they want me to do. Always have.
See, you can see the tenderness in his heart. Because I'm not a natural nurturer.
But you didn't fight too hard.
No. I am a kinder, gentler person from being married to him because it rubbed off on me. Because I'm not a natural extrovert.
I am a lover.
Yes. Even
Yeah,
back in college, when we first met, I used to say, "Why do you have to hug all these girls?"
Now I hug
You got a
girls.
different character.
Even back in college, when we first met, see, I wasn't a natural. My family was not a hugger, and we didn't hug. He had to hug everybody.
Now I hug girls and boys. Girls and men, don't know.
You do hug.
Okay. Wasn't they not just hugging me there? You saw me, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. How about that? Okay, let me ask this. With y'all remaining abundant years of life, what other things would you like to accomplish and do and leave behind?
My grandchildren to continue to learn to love the Lord and they have the faith and just be positive people and just listen to the Lord and do that's all I like to leave behind and that's all I like. And as far as all this material mess, because we got more material mess than we pay tax on right now. But then again, I'd like to see them to do to use it to their best benefit. As far as the knowledge, information that they receive from us, especially the desire to give, the love that God gave them to give, I like them to fully develop that.
We have 2 houses.
At least.
At least 2 houses.
Farm. Yeah. Oh yeah, farm. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And all kind of other properties that somebody need to pay tax.
So we pay taxes on. Yeah.
And that we was able to acquire through the blessing of the Lord.
So we probably bought about 4 houses.
Yeah, we sold 2 of them. We sold the one in Blackshear. We sold that house with Raymond them.
Yeah.
And we sold Jimmy the trailer.
Yeah.
Our first house.
Mm-hmm.
And we sold the house on Reynolds Street.
Yeah, well, no. We the state bought it, but they stayed until I bought the house. But then again, we was able to build a restaurant.
So I mean, we've been. I would say we certainly aren't wealthy, but we're comfortable.
Oh, we're blessed.
Yes, we
Super
are.
blessed. They have a grandson like Jalen.
We're comfortable and blessed.
Jalen became when he was a baby. I'm talking about the number 1 year and a half, 2 years old. His mama and grandma wanted to go somewhere. Hey, he didn't want to go with them. He wanted to stay with me, and he been with me ever since. Yeah, anywhere I move, he go. Anywhere I go, he go. And he's always enjoyed it, and he's always been my conscience. He's like, hey, let me know. I've been knowing, hey, granddad, that's not a good choice. And different stuff. Nah, I want to tell him that, but he won't let me catch him. But like he been my boy, and I love all my grandchildren. I love him. I don't love him no more than I love the rest of them. But he seemed to be more receptive to my craziness than the rest of them.
Okay. Is there anything I didn't ask y'all that you feel like I should have asked you?
Oh, no, it's just your interview.
It's just much y'all interview.
You know as much about us as we know about ourselves.
On our bucket list, we've had such a, I don't want to say marvelous, adventurous. We have a sign that's posted down in our family room that says the Robertsons living the life. We have lived a life. I can't think of anything on our bucket list. I can't think of anything I'd like to put on our bucket list.
Neither.
I mean, that's just how.
You used to want to go to Europe and stuff like that, but I do want to. When Jalen get married, I'm going to Africa. Maybe I really want to go before he get married.
I
really want to go to Africa and meet somebody's people. If he decides to marry Africa.
Jesus.
But I really want to go down. Now that's on my bucket to go to the motherland.
I don't have anything.
That's me. You stay home. I want to go.
You know you can't go without me.
Oh, I didn't know I could go nowhere without you because it's understood throughout the state of Georgia, anywhere in the world. Now I got big friends in Philadelphia, and she and I, some of our first honeymoon was in Philadelphia, and then we have been to New York City 5, 6 times and thoroughly enjoyed it. Stayed at the nice place in the world, New York City. And our first visit, my husband, my cousin lived in Harlem.
That was scary.
That's our first visit, and we've enjoyed New York.
We had been married about 6 months.
That's kind of like our vacation in Philadelphia, and then went to New York. Because we had relatives there. Yeah, goodness, New York.
So we don't have. I mean, I don't have anything that I want on my bucket list because we've had a life of adventure.
Okay.
And for that, I'm thankful. And God's been good to us. You know, we had an episode in January 4th, 2019. I had a massive aneurysm.
I thought she'd be dead. We all thought she did with Jesus.
We sure did.
I was in a
But you
coma.
know what? The Lord brought her through.
I was in a coma for 5 weeks, and they told government I was going to be a vegetable. But my joke is, if I'd have been a vegetable, I'd have been a pumpkin.
What?
I'd have been a pumpkin because I got a round bottom. I'd been a pumpkin.
Oh my goodness.
that episode, really, I've always known I love my wife. I've always known I love the Lord. But during that episode, I had the opportunity to really, really have a direct relationship or communication with the Lord. And that was an experience because I feel like he always communicated me, but that one he brought us through, and he knew that I needed her. He knew Jalen needed her, so he kept her, and I'm talking about brain up against the skull, and we couldn't let the blood out brain to a couple of days, but you know what? She's still running my life, and I probably run it more than she ever did.
He's a good man. He takes good care of me. I'm grateful.
It's obvious he took good care of me, isn't it?
I'm grateful.
Because I couldn't do it myself.
I'm grateful. Lord's been good to us.
There.
So you know.
Better we deserve.
So that's our history. Like I say, we're grateful. You know, we've had an adventurous life. We've had a life full of love, and we've had, children that we love and grandchildren that we cherish, and we love the Lord.
And they love us. The kids love us. We love them. And grandkids, not grandkids, never actually cost us nothing as far as heartaches, as far as
no heartaches.
As far as finance, as far as jail, all kinds of stuff. Hey, they all been nothing but a blessing. And that is I realize that everybody have choices, and then I appreciate that fully.
And I always say, thank you for asking about my children. Let me just tell you.
Don't start it. She'll finish it.
Don't start it. We've got two doctors of pharmacists, one engineer, and one Ivy League graduate. Gervin used to say, "This is the truth." When the kids were little,
our kids, yeah.
He would say, when our babies were little, he'd say, somebody's going to an Ivy League school. He said that for years. Somebody's doing it.
That's all Jalen never heard. And you know what? I don't think me nor him was expecting that.
No.
But hey, I preached it. And the Lord, gave it to him without even knowing.
Somebody's going. And then when our baby went to Ivy League, she went to Penn State, and I think that's Ivy League.
All our other kids, our kids with HBCUs, FAMU, Howard, and Xavier. And then that was I tell you, the Lord done blessed us too much. And I'm talking about the only person been sick in all the children, the grandchildren, Jalen. Everybody else been pretty healthy.
No.
But Jalen had
Lord brought him through.
God showed him those things he needed to show him, so that he'll know how to depend on the Lord. Because some of his sickness showed enough. Man, not nobody can do it but the Lord, I think.
Amen.
And he did it.
Yes, he did. Okay. All hearts and minds clear. Anybody got anything left?
No, ain't nothing left. You drain the bucket dry.
Well,